Welcome to the demonstration of the Trusted Digital Agent Project, or the TDA. My name is Lal Chandran. I'm the co-founder and CTO for iGrant.io, and I'm also joined today by Jan Lindquist, who will assist me throughout the demo. TDA is a result of a partnership between iGrant.io and UniqueMe, with the aim to enable organizations to adopt SSI in a human-centric manner while being compliant to the data protection regulations such as the GDPR. In practice, this means combining the human-centric and data compliance services provided by a MyData Operator to SSI Roles while standardizing agreement handling and consent mediation in the use of SSI. This slide is to give you an overview of our vision of how an organization could become a trusted digital agent by incorporating MyData Operator platform services with SSI Roles and the related mobile SDKs. In this scenario, iGrant.io provides a MyData Operator platform with SSI, while UniqueMe will provide the human-centric services for individuals by aggregating data endpoints. This slide shows the overall solution setup. All the components are real and functional, and what we're demonstrating is an early version of an integrated system with SSI components. The blue components on the very top represent the MyData Operator platform today and its various functions. These microservices allow users and organizations to be provisioned to the platform via REST APIs. It supports data regulatory compliance, including features and functions that support consent mediation, data subject right handling, etc. All transactions are fully auditable and can be audited independently by any third party, which is especially valuable in resolving conflicts, be it between different organizations or be it between the individual and an organization with the use of their data. The SSI components include the Aries and Indy stack, which is represented in purple. What we are also developing as part of the NGI-Trust project is a Aries mobile agent, Flutter, that together with the privacy board or the user preference center will form the mobile SDKs that can be incorporated to any application. And in this case, we have used Data for Life as the application. And Data for Life is represented in green, which is a health app or a COVID app. This slide clarifies the various SSI roles used in our demo. On the left, our use case scenario involves a test center issuing a credential to the individuals, which is me, Lal in this case, which I can use for various purposes, such as for travel. I'm able to exchange the test result to a travel company when they need it, for example, during a check-in process. The travel company can independently verify the integrity of this data, which makes it very attractive from an IT point of view. So let me now show the demonstration of the overall system. On the left side, you have my mobile terminal. And on the right side, you have all the different dashboards, starting with the test center dashboard, which is used for patient registration and issuing certificates. So on the left side again, in the Data for Life app, we have configured a menu item called My Data. I click the My Data menu item, and what I have is two different functions. One is the wallet function, and the other is the data preferences function. Let me quickly show you the data preferences function, is where we have the My Data panel, which shows all the different usage purposes for this particular organization, where I can clearly see what is the usage purpose and what are the different attributes that is being used at the lowest granularity level. I'm also able to exercise my rights as a GDPR data subject, where I can download the data, delete the data, or modify data, which is sent as a webhook to the enterprise IT systems. I can also view all the consent history and transactions, which is fully auditable as well. And now in the wallet, we have two functions. One is the exchange function and the ability to add a certificate. And you can see that I already hold a personal identity card issued by my favorite bank, Piggy Bank. So let me now put a scenario where I'm going to the test center where the patient is having a possibility to self-register. So I'm going to exchange the data that actually is present in my wallet issued by the piggy bank to the test center by scanning this QR code with the exchange function I have over here. So I'm going to scan that. And when I do that, I'm presented with a data agreement that clearly should give me the visibility that this is the test center. And the data that's being collected is the name, email, and mobile number for the registration, patient registration as the usage purpose. And with the option to actually share the data, either all the data or any particular data attribute. And please have a look at the form as I press the share button over here. I'm going to press the share button, which sends the data via the Aries agent to the test center agent. And you can see that the data is pre-filled. So now I'm able to self-register into the patient database. And the test center has now got my sample, for example, and they have done the analysis and they're now ready to issue a certificate for COVID-19 tests. So they chose the patient name, which is Lal, and they choose a schema that is, let's say, issued by a health authority, which is the COVID test certificate. The result is obviously negative, but let me add a demo tag, 100. And the test date is 17 September 2020. And I'm going to actually issue the certificate to Lal. And in this case, I'm the administrator of the test center. And the offer is now sent. And here's when the certificate could become available for me as Lal to add it to my wallet on my data wallet. So I click the add certificate option that is in the wallet. And then these are what you see on the screen are the different companies that has been configured by Data for Life. So I choose the test center in this case, and I can see the certificate. I have the information, what exactly the certificate contains, and I sign the data agreement to onboard that data into my wallet by confirming the button. And as you can see, the certificate is now added onto my data wallet. Another scenario is that I'm going for a travel and I know that they might request for my COVID test certificate. So the travel center has is already let's assume that it's already onboarded to iGrant, and they have already defined the different usage purposes, and one usage purpose is for COVID test result. And they need for COVID test result certificate, they need the actual result and the date when the test was done. And once they define all these things in the data model using iGrant, they can generate a QR code. So I use the COVID certificate and then just use generate the QR code. Now I'm in the check-in desk, and this QR code actually could be pasted on the check-in desk, and I use the exchange function again to scan so that I can actually transfer my test results. In this case, I see that it's a travel company and the usage purpose is COVID test certificate, and I can see that they require these two attributes. I'm happy with it because I know that I need to travel, and then I share the data to the travel company. And the data is actually transmitted to the travel company. And now what you see on the screen over here is the travel company dashboard. Let me refresh that dashboard. So there's a markup where the data can actually be viewed and verified. So let me solve this. Yeah, so you can see that at the very top, you can see the test result. That is the last data that I've actually exchanged with the travel company. You can see a lot of different things because I've been testing this. And you can also see that the data is automatically verified. And you also have an option to see the raw data as is, where if you scroll down, you can see all the hash value as well as the state as being verified. So, and in the iGrant.io platform, we also have an option to audit every transaction This is a customized version of Hyperledger Explorer that whereby any independent third party can audit what happened in a particular transaction, be it an exchange or a consent transaction. In this case, there's a easy visibility. So before I end my presentation, I just want to give you a very quick overview of the technical roadmap for the project ahead. So end of October, the major work we intend to do is to get the agreement handling and consents and SSI sorted out. We also intend to have the audit function fully integrated with consents and ensure that it can be verifiable. And by early January, we'll make it publicly available, the Aries mobile agent first release. Of course, these things are already available via our GitHub repo. And it's whatever SDK that we're developing is fully open source, and we invite fellow developers to join and contribute. So on behalf of iGrant.io and Unique Me, I thank you all for listening.